In a world where heroes clash against the forces of darkness, a rift in the sky heralds the arrival of Darkseid, the tyrannical ruler of Apocalypse, seeking the anti-life equation to bend humanity to his will. As chaos erupts in New York City, Thor, the god of thunder, answers the call to protect Midgard. The streets tremble beneath their epic battle as Darkseid unleashes his devastating Omega beams, and Thor summons the fury of the storm to defend his home. With each thunderous clash of Mjolnir against Darkseid's dark power, the stakes rise, pushing both titans to their limits. Can Thor, against all odds, harness the strength of his ancestry and the resilience of humanity to overcome a godlike foe? Prepare for an electrifying confrontation where hope hangs by a thread, and only one warrior can emerge victorious from the depths of despair. In the heart of New York City, a rift in the sky ripped open, crackling with dark energy. People below gawked, their eyes wide with disbelief as a silhouette emerged from the swirling void. Darkseid, the tyrannical ruler of Apocalypse, descended like a harbinger of doom, his presence radiating malevolence. He had come to Earth, seeking the anti-life equation, a source of power that could bend all will to his own. At the same time, far above the chaos, Thor, the god of thunder, soared through the clouds, summoned by the whispers of an impending calamity. As he landed on the rooftop of Stark Tower, he felt the palpable tension in the air. The wind whipped through his golden locks, and he gripped Mjolnir tightly, determination burning in his heart. The world had faced many threats, but Darkseid was a force unlike any other. Thor stood tall, surveying the streets below as Darkseid's eyes glowed red. "You think you can challenge a god?" he boomed, his voice echoing with chilling authority. "I am no mere god," Thor retorted, raising Mjolnir high as lightning crackled around him. "I am the protector of Midgard, and I will not let you conquer it." Without warning, Darkseid unleashed his Omega beams, lethal energy blasts that could disintegrate anything in their path. Thor summoned his power, creating a shimmering barrier with Mjolnir. The beams collided with the hammer, causing a shockwave that shattered windows for blocks, sending debris flying and civilians scrambling for safety. With a roar, Thor countered, hurling Mjolnir with all his might. The hammer struck true, yet Darkseid merely grinned, absorbing the impact with an otherworldly resilience. "Is that all you have?" Darkseid mocked, advancing with menacing strides. He grabbed Thor by the throat, lifting him off the ground effortlessly. "You are outmatched." Thor struggled against the tyrant's iron grip, feeling the weight of despair closing in. Just as darkness threatened to consume him, he focused on the thunder rumbling in the heavens. Summoning his strength, he called upon the storm, channeling lightning through his body. In a flash of brilliance, he broke free, sending a jolt of energy into Darkseid that sent him staggering back. However, the respite was short-lived. Darkseid retaliated with a barrage of fists, each blow landing with the force of a meteor. Thor fought valiantly, parrying and countering, but every strike pushed him closer to his limits. The streets below became a chaotic battlefield, filled with destruction as Darkseid unleashed his power, turning cars into twisted metal and sending shockwaves through the ground. "Your strength is impressive, but futile," Darkseid taunted, raising his hand to summon the full force of Apocalypse. "Bow to me, or be destroyed." With a surge of fury, Thor unleashed a battle cry that echoed through the chaos. "I will never bow to tyranny." He swung Mjolnir, creating a vortex of lightning that engulfed Darkseid, momentarily blinding him. But Darkseid, fueled by the anti-life equation, recovered faster than Thor anticipated. With a flick of his wrist, he unleashed a wave of energy that sent Thor crashing through buildings, the impact rattling the very foundations of the city. As Thor struggled to rise from the rubble, he felt the weight of hopelessness creeping in. "Give in, Thor. Accept your defeat," Darkseid growled, walking towards him with an ominous grace. "This world will belong to me, and you will be nothing but a memory." In that moment of despair, something deep within Thor ignited, a flicker of hope. The memories of his friends, the strength of his father, and the resilience of Midgard surged within him. With a roar that shook the heavens, he grasped Mjolnir tightly and rose from the wreckage. "By the power of Asgard, I will end this," Thor shouted, summoning every ounce of his power. He charged at Darkseid, the sky darkening as thunder roared in approval. Mjolnir crackled with energy, illuminating the night like a beacon of hope. As they clashed once more, the sound of thunder and the fury of gods collided in a breathtaking display of strength and will. In a moment of inspiration, Thor channeled the full might of the storm into Mjolnir, unleashing a cataclysmic bolt of lightning aimed directly at Darkseid. The energy struck Darkseid with a blinding brilliance, momentarily stunning him. "This is not possible," Darkseid bellowed, staggering back, the force of Thor's attack overwhelming even his dark power. Seizing the moment, Thor launched himself forward, hammer raised high. He struck Darkseid with Mjolnir, the impact resonating like a cosmic explosion. Darkseid reeled, his connection to the anti-life equation faltering as he was pushed back toward the rift from which he had come. "Your reign of terror ends here," Thor declared, summoning a final wave of lightning to surge through Mjolnir. The air crackled with energy as he brought the hammer down with a deafening roar. Darkseid's defiance melted into shock as he was engulfed by the searing light, the combined might of Asgard and the storm overwhelming him. As the dust settled and the echoes of battle faded, Darkseid was forced to retreat, the rift sealing behind him with a final crack of energy. Thor stood amidst the destruction, breathing heavily but triumphant. The city was scarred, but its spirit remained unbroken. He looked around, taking in the faces of the civilians who had witnessed the battle. Fear still lingered in their eyes, but there was also a flicker of hope. Thor raised Mjolnir to the sky, lightning crackling once more. "As long as I stand, I will protect this world from the darkness." As he soared into the sky, the sun broke through the clouds, casting golden rays over New York City, a symbol of resilience and strength against the shadows that would always threaten to return. Thor felt a renewed sense of purpose. His battle was not just a victory over Darkseid, but a reminder that hope could shine through even the darkest of times. With the city recovering below him, Thor reflected on the strength of unity. He knew that as long as he fought for those who could not fight for themselves, there would always be light to guide the way. The echoes of the battle would fade, but the story of his triumph would resonate through time, inspiring generations to come. And so, the God of Thunder flew into the horizon, ready to face whatever challenges lay ahead, his heart full of courage and resolve, forever a guardian of Midgard.